Alrighty, so treatment. What is the treatment plan? So I just got back from my oncologist and we talked about all the treatment options. First of all, radiation is off the table. They got really clear margins when they took the tumor out, so they knew that radiation wouldn't benefit me. It was an incredibly hormone receptor positive tumor. They usually treat it with this one pill. It's called tamoxifen. But in my case, they're recommending they actually do something. I am not premenopausal, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna shut down my ovaries. They're gonna give me a shot every month, shut down my ovaries. So that because that's the main, factory for estrogen. They're gonna shut down the source. And then they're gonna have me take something called an AI pill, which is like an aromatase inhibitor, which you take, which eats up any of the other lingering estrogen, because you have estrogen in your fat cells, you have estrogen in your adrenal glands. It's like there's estrogen, there's a little stray estrogen. So it'll keep all the estrogen away. And now we also talked about chemo. Now 10 years ago, someone with stage 1, grade 1 breast cancer would get chemo. It would be a no-brainer. Everybody got chemo, right? But now what they're trying to do is they're trying to tailor basically the medication protocol to each individual patient, which is really good because you don't want to just throw poison at something and hope for the best. It's not like, I'm not trying to kill weeds in a garden here, I'm trying to kill cancer, okay? So, you want to make sure you're doing the right thing for the right patient. So what they do is they take this test on your tumor called the Oncotype test, very clinical. And they take a piece of your tumor, they send it off to California. Everything awesome happens there, all the smart people there. And they test it. They run a 21 gene test on your particular tumor. And basically they can determine from that test how smart this tumor is, okay? Is there gonna be a low risk of recurring, a medium risk of recurrence, or a high risk of recurrence? And they assign a number from 0 to 100. Base, obviously 0 means there's very little risk of occurrence, so you're not going to really need, if you have a low number, why would you need chemo? You don't need chemo. If you got a really high number like 100, let's just blast that with chemotherapy. Okay, my number was in the middle group. It was a 20. So they assessed that if they added just tamoxifen, it would bring my number down to 13. However, we went back and forth with my doctor. They think they would even bring it even lower than 13% if they added in the aromatase inhibitor with the ovarian suppression. So shut down the ovaries, add this. They think that's a good shot. And what we've determined is even though it could go either way, there was a study that just came out. This ASCO study I was telling you guys about how it's the Academy Awards of cancer. It's the big cancer thing. And what they determined is women with this median kind of score, and they consider the median score between 11 and 25. They were over the age of 50, could skip chemo and it would be fine, right? They said that there was a slight benefit to some women under the age of 50 with that score, because between the 15 to 25 or 20, whatever score it was, they saw some improvement. But my doctors and I discussed that it was going to be a very, very, very slight, if any. And to put my body under that kind of duress for something so small, and there are people out there that are going to do it. They're just going to blast whatever. And if you've got people with an 18 score or 17 score, they're just going to chemo the heck out of that thing, But for me, I decided it's just not gonna. I'm totally not gonna do it. And my doctors they were the ones that said it really wasn't something they would advise me to do. So they were supportive if I wanted to, but we're not gonna do chemo. So no chemo for me. But so we're going through menopause and all that kind of stuff. But it's really exciting though that they're making the treatment more catered toward each individual person. Although I don't quite understand why we don't have a cure for cancer yet. It's been around for a really long time. You know what I mean? What's up with the cure? Let's just, okay. And why we only have chemotherapy as the most sophisticated kind of medication to throw at it with, you practically die. And people are it kills everything in your body and then, whatever. But that's neither here nor there. It's just, people that do it are amazing to go through chemo. They're rock stars. And that kind of thing. I was lucky that I was able to not have to do it, But got my own little journey here. I'm going through menopause and taking this little anti-estrogen pill. So we'll see how it is. But yeah. But honestly, it's always a risk. I mean, if I had done chemo, would it make any difference? I don't know. You just never know. Everything is a crapshoot with cancer. It is just like you never know. It's like an audition that you keep going on and going on and going on, and you just don't know. There's just no way of knowing how it went. That's just how it is in life. So it's the chemo crapshoot. It's the cancer crapshoot rather. So just menopause. Yay.